Paul Mescal is one of my favourite actors working today. That's quite a surprising thing for me to say, as I've only seen him in 2 projects, those being Normal People and Aftersun. The first thing I saw him in was actually Aftersun, where he plays Callum. Aftersun is about a holiday shared between Callum and his daughter Sophie, told through the lens of an older, melancholic Sophie as she tries to reconcile the father she knew with the man she didn't. This film is incredible and one of the best films I saw last year. There is so much I can say about it, but I would like to try and stay on topic. The other project I've seen him in is a show called Normal People, which is about 2 people, Marianne and Connell, as they weave in and out of each other's lives. This is also incredible, being one of the most intimate and affecting love stories I've ever seen. Both of these projects are phenomenal, small-scale, intimate pieces of work, and what do they have in common? Paul Mescal. Maybe he's the magic ingredient, who knows? Anyway, I would like to talk about his performance in these projects and why he has so quickly become one of my favourite actors working today. What is acting? What does it mean to be an actor? What does it mean to be a good actor? Lots of people will tell you that being an actor is playing pretend or being able to cry on cue. But those are ridiculous answers, as they don't capture the art of what acting truly is. Speaking as someone who wants to be an actor, the art of acting is truth. Being able to read the lines in front of you in the most truthful way possible. Truthful to the character, to the scene, and the kind of project you are working on. There are, however, many different types of acting, and what may be required for one performance or project may be completely different for another performance or project. An example of this is a pantomime, as your job as an actor is to really give a performance, and I mean that in a spectacle sense. To be over the top and energetic. Being as naturalistic as possible just wouldn't work for a pantomime. So, different acting jobs require different things from the actors, but if a naturalistic performance is required and the truth of a character is needed, then I don't see a better example than Paul Mescal in both Aftersun and Normal People. I recently watched Normal People and is what inspired me to write this video. The show moved me in such a profound way, and so did Paul Mescal's performance. There's just no filter. It feels so real and intimate. The show and filmmaking itself is extremely personal and feeds into the performance of not only Paul Mescal, but Daisy Edgar-Jones, who is also amazing in the show. If the art of acting is to be as truthful as possible, not only in a naturalistic performance kind of a way, but also truthful to the character, Paul Mescal is constantly tapping into that, as every painstaking moment is felt as if it was reality. Not for a single second do you think to yourself that, hey, this is just an actor on a set, because we're so invested in this character and this story. There is never a moment of fakeness or sense of playing pretend. Every line is delivered with such care, and every moment of stillness has such presence to it. The emotional moments spent with Connell, Paul Mescal's character, unfold slowly with grace, happening naturally within the scene, flowing seamlessly, like we're watching these people just be who they actually are. Connell's therapy session is a good example of why Paul Mescal is such a great actor, as it is what I like to call keeping your cards close to your chest. If you haven't already, you should check out the scene on YouTube. In this scene, we get a very slow build-up and an eventual release, but it is all controlled by Paul Mescal, as for the majority of the scene, he's keeping the cards close to his chest, not letting the audience in until the last second, where it becomes a gut punch. This is a fantastic showcase of acting, as we can see a broad range of what Paul Mescal is capable of. We get lots of subtlety and depth, realistic inflections and whimpers, which isn't something you fake or act, it's something you feel. This idea of keeping the cards close to your chest as an actor is used again in Aftersun, and is one of the reasons why that film is so affecting. Paul Mescal only lets us in occasionally, with small moments where we can see what the character is truly thinking. There's a moment in Aftersun where we watch Paul Mescal cry, but unlike Normal People, we don't see this happen up close. The camera sits far back, and we simply watch this character break down. It is all handled in the most humane and intimate way possible, and enhances an already down-to-earth performance. Both of these projects, Normal People and Aftersun, are intimate pieces that require transparency from the actors involved, and luckily Paul Mescal really speaks to that, as not a single second felt fake, and that's the art of acting. Truth.